South Korean artillery fired on Tuesday near the North Korean border, the latest round in weeks of exercises that have so enraged Pyongyang. Seoul's defense ministry is now confirming its belief that a North Korean mid-range missile, recently moved to the east coast of the country, is technically ready for launch and could be fired as early as Wednesday. It comes on the day that the temporary closure of the Kaesong Joint Industrial Zone was confirmed, with no North Korean workers turning up for their shifts.
How long should we see this endless vicious cycle of creating crises before reaching compromise in exchange for aid and again creating crises before compromise and aid?
Japan deployed anti-missile Patriot batteries in 3 locations in Tokyo, with an east coast launch by North Korea indicating a flight path over Japanese territory.
We are taking every possible step to ensure that the Japanese people feel safe and are fully protected.
Pyongyang, meanwhile, was warning foreign residents and tourists in South Korea to prepare to evacuate, saying they faced harm if war were to break out. The British embassy told Al Jazeera that it assessed no increased risk. Tourists in Seoul seemed similarly unconcerned.
I think it's a lot of idle threats, personally, but that's my opinion.
I'm not really concerned at this point because I think it's just another threat.
The main harm for now is being restricted to the 123 South Korean firms with factories in Kaesong. 71 more people left on Tuesday. Owners called for intergovernment talks and offered to send their own delegation to the north.
As the current situation goes on, the companies in the Kaesong complex will face crisis, including bankruptcy.
But of course, the longer this closure goes on, the more the pain will be felt on the other side of this border. $90 million a year in wages, much of it taken by the North Korean government, 53,000 people suddenly without jobs. An indication perhaps that North Korea is determined to be taken seriously this time and intends to follow through on its threats, which makes a missile launch all the more likely. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, on the border between South and North Korea.